In the news this week, a former Supreme Court judge warns the government's online safety bill will promote censorship. Campaigners accuse the Welsh Government of wasting money publicising its unpopular smacking ban. And the Gambling Commission slaps the owner of Ladbrokes and Coral with a record fine. Hello. The government's online safety bill risks suppressing free and open debate on the internet, a former senior judge has warned. Lord Sumption, who sat on the UK Supreme Court between 2012 and 2018, branded the bill a patronising abuse of legislative power. In a scathing article for The Spectator, he described the 214-page document as a complex paper chase of definitions that will invite misunderstanding and promote censorship. Sumption warned that if passed in its current form, social media companies would be forced to find unidentifiable categories of material liable to inflict unidentifiable categories of harm on unidentifiable categories of people. He also described the term legal but harmful, a key definition in the bill, as stratospheric vagueness, and suggested the new powers it gave to the Secretary of State posed a threat to freedom of expression and dissent. The Welsh Government is set to spend millions promoting its unpopular smacking ban. The projected total expenditure on publicity for the ban, introduced in March, is around £2.7 million, a sum described by pro-parent group Be Reasonable Wales as an extortionate amount of money. Spokesman Simon Calvert told the Daily Express ordinary, hard-working Welsh people will be horrified and urged the Welsh Government to drop what he called this pernicious and unnecessary ban. At a time when hundreds of thousands of people are struggling to pay their heating bills, taxpayers from Penarth to Conwy will rightly want to know if ministers think spending millions on publicity for the ban is money well spent. Plans for a lengthy review of services at NHS Scotland's Gender Clinic for Children have been criticised by campaigners calling for immediate action. The Scottish Government has ordered a report on the Glasgow clinic by the end of next year. But critics say the process is a waste of time, as the Sandyford Clinic follows the same model already found to be not a safe or viable long-term option by the Cass Review in England. Campaign Group for Women Scotland stated that if the authorities didn't take immediate action to stop affirming medical transition, then they are liable for gross medical negligence. And detransitioner and former Sandyford patient Sinead Watson said, "This should have happened years ago." And finally, the owner of some of Britain's biggest betting sites has been fined a record £17 million over serious failures. Entain, which owns gambling giants Ladbrokes, Coral and bwin, was investigated by the Gambling Commission, which found completely unacceptable anti-money laundering measures and other failures. The Commission highlighted several examples, including allowing one gambler, who was known to live in social housing, to deposit £186,000 on a gambling site over a 6-month period. Campaigners said the fine was too small to properly punish Entain, given its annual profits since 2020 exceed £840 million. The all-party parliamentary group for gambling-related harm said, "Giving a chief executive prison time may be the only way to make the industry change its ways." Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.